The first hours of Russia's full-scale invasion were chaos. Missiles struck Kiev, shattering the city's uneasy calm and sending shockwaves through the heart of Ukraine. Sirens wailed as families rushed to shelters, and the world watched in disbelief as the capital came under fire. Across the globe, anxious crowds gathered around televisions and phones, desperate for updates. World leaders scrambled into emergency meetings, uncertain if Ukraine's government would survive the night. The fate of a nation seemed to hang by a thread. Deep beneath the presidential office, President Volodymyr Zelensky faced a moment that would define his legacy. Surrounded by advisors in a stark, concrete-walled bunker, he made a choice that would echo around the world. He would not flee, no matter the risk. In that Soviet-era bunker, Zelensky famously declared, "I need ammunition, not a ride." His words, broadcast to his people and the world, became an instant rallying cry. A message of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. This single act of defiance transformed the mood of a nation. Ukrainians, inspired by their president's resolve, rallied together. Civilians and soldiers alike, determined to defend their capital and their freedom. The blue and yellow flag became a symbol of unity and hope. Zelensky's bunker was more than just a shelter from bombs. It became the nerve center of Ukraine's resistance, where he coordinated defense strategies, addressed the nation with unwavering resolve, and reached out to allies for support. Every decision made in those cramped quarters shaped the course of the war. Images from this period captured a leader transformed by crisis, tired but resolute, working late into the night beneath the city streets. Zelensky's determination inspired not only his people, but also the world, showing what true leadership looks like in the darkest hours. The principle was clear. If the surface was deadly, the fight would continue underground. Soldiers adapted quickly, using tunnels and bunkers to move unseen, to regroup, and to strike back against the invaders. This decision set a precedent for Ukraine's military strategy. Commanders began to organize operations from hidden war rooms, turning the underground into a labyrinth of resistance. If the president could lead from underground, so could commanders and soldiers on the front lines. The spirit of resilience spread, and the underground became a symbol of Ukraine's refusal to surrender. The war's opening chapter, written in the concrete confines of a presidential bomb shelter, became the blueprint for a new kind of resistance, one that relied on ingenuity, courage, and the will to survive against all odds. The conflict would not just be fought in trenches and fields, but in hidden corridors carved from the earth. These underground spaces became lifelines, connecting fighters and leaders, and keeping hope alive even as the world above was engulfed in violence. Ukraine's war had gone underground, and it would stay there, forging a legacy of resistance that would inspire generations to come. As the war dragged on, Ukraine transformed underground defense into a nationwide mission, mobilizing not just soldiers but also engineers, architects, and ordinary citizens. What began as a necessity quickly became a symbol of national resilience and ingenuity. Along the front lines, teams of engineers and construction crews worked tirelessly to build vast tunnel networks, far more advanced than simple trenches of past wars. These networks are feats of modern engineering, designed to withstand relentless bombardment and adapt to shifting battle conditions. These tunnels, stretching for kilometers beneath the earth, are equipped with advanced ventilation systems, fiber optic cables for secure communications, and reinforced command centers, where critical decisions are made under protection. They serve as both shield and sword, protecting soldiers from relentless shelling above, while also enabling surprise attacks and rapid redeployment. The tunnels give Ukrainian forces a crucial edge in mobility and safety. Troops move unseen through these labyrinths, emerging unexpectedly to ambush or strike, keeping Russian forces constantly off balance and unsure of where the next attack might come from. The tunnels are more than just passageways, they are underground cities, complete with sleeping quarters, kitchens, and medical bays. Here, soldiers can rest, eat, and recover, even as the battle rages above. This hidden world allows Ukraine to outmaneuver Russia's artillery and air power, providing a safe haven and a strategic advantage that is difficult for the enemy to overcome. Civilian and military expertise combine seamlessly, creating a resilient, adaptable defense system that evolves with every new challenge. The collaboration is a testament to the unity and determination of the Ukrainian people. By going underground, Ukraine has blunted some of Russia's greatest advantages, turning the very earth into a shield and a weapon. These tunnels are a testament to Ukrainian ingenuity, courage, and resolve, proof that even in the darkest times, innovation and unity can carve out hope beneath the surface. Russian forces, facing relentless Ukrainian strikes, also turned to the earth for protection. In occupied areas, Russian units dug extensive tunnels, earning the nickname Metro Builders. But these tunnels are crude, reinforced with concrete and wood, lacking advanced ventilation or communications. Their main purpose, survival, not sophisticated operations. Ukrainian forces have learned to spot and target these tunnels, often turning them into deadly traps. Russia's approach is reactive and defensive, in stark contrast to Ukraine's innovation. In this war, crude burrows offer only temporary reprieve, and often become liabilities. In a desperate bid for stealth and surprise, Russian troops have increasingly turned to pipelines and existing industrial infrastructure, attempting to use them as makeshift tunnels to bypass Ukrainian defenses. These underground routes, often designed for water, gas, or utilities, have become unlikely battlegrounds, dark, claustrophobic, and fraught with danger at every turn. In the city of Sumy, one Russian unit tried to infiltrate Ukrainian lines by crawling through a gas pipeline. But Ukrainian forces, anticipating the move, set up an ambush inside the narrow, echoing tunnel. The result was a deadly trap. Russian soldiers caught in a confined space with nowhere to run. Similar disasters unfolded in Kupiansk, where dozens of Russian troops entered another pipeline, only to find themselves surrounded and neutralized by Ukrainian units who had already secured the exits. The underground became a tomb, highlighting the perils of such risky maneuvers. The most dramatic failure came when Russian forces attempted a daring 13-kilometer journey beneath the Oskil River, hoping to emerge behind Ukrainian lines. The plan was bold, but it underestimated Ukrainian surveillance and preparedness. Ukrainian troops quickly discovered the infiltration attempt and responded by flooding the pipeline. Trapped by rising water and blocked exits, most of the Russian infiltrators were either captured or forced to surrender, their mission ending in humiliation and defeat. These incidents reveal a critical weakness in Russia's improvised underground tactics. What was meant to be a stealthy advantage has instead become a high-risk gamble, with catastrophic consequences when things go wrong. Ukraine's battlefield awareness now extends below the surface. With advanced surveillance, drones, and sensors, Ukrainian forces can detect and track movement underground, turning Russian attempts at stealth into deadly traps. The reliance on such desperate maneuvers highlights Russia's struggle to break through well-prepared Ukrainian defenses. Each new attempt is met with greater resistance and more sophisticated countermeasures. Every failed infiltration serves as a stark warning about the dangers of underground warfare without proper planning, intelligence, or support. The risks are immense, and the costs are mounting. Ukraine's vigilance ensures that even the earth itself is no longer a safe haven for Russian troops. Above ground or below, Ukrainian forces are ready and waiting. The underground war is now as much about intelligence, anticipation, and technology as it is about digging and brute force. Success depends on outsmarting the enemy at every level. Russia's disappearing acts have become cautionary tales, reminders that in modern warfare, even the shadows offer no guarantee of safety. Tunnels offer protection, but their entrances are deadly vulnerabilities. Ukraine exploits this with a relentless drone campaign. Small explosive-laden FPV drones surveil and strike tunnel openings, turning shelters into targets. For Russian troops, every entrance is a gamble. One wrong move, and a drone could end it all. Larger fortified positions are hit with precision artillery and missiles, guided by drone and satellite intelligence. This synergy, drones for detection, heavy weapons for destruction, makes no underground position truly safe. Ukraine systematically discovers and destroys Russian hideouts, forcing troops back to the exposed surface. The war of tunnels is about controlling access points, not just digging deeper. Through innovation and aggression, Ukraine has turned Russia's shelters into liabilities. The underground is now a battlefield of precision and fear. Ukraine's underground strategy goes beyond defense. It's the backbone of its war economy. Hidden labs and workshops beneath the surface assemble drones, 3D print parts, and develop new tech, safe from Russian missiles. Distributed, fortified sites make production resilient and nearly impossible to disrupt. This network sustains Ukraine's drone army and adapts quickly to battlefield needs. Underground hospitals provide safe, advanced care for wounded soldiers, away from targeted surface facilities. By moving critical assets below ground, Ukraine ensures continuity and innovation under fire. The subterranean economy is a quiet but vital pillar of resistance. It's proof that survival depends on adaptation as much as firepower. The underground war is a deadly contest of innovation and countermeasure. Russia now uses thermobaric bombs, vacuum weapons that devastate tunnels with fire and pressure. Seismic sensors detect Ukrainian digging, guiding artillery and bombs to hidden positions. Ukraine adapts with airlocks and modular tunnel designs containing blasts and chemical threats. Silence protocols and soundproofing foil seismic detection, turning tunnels into worlds of whispers. Both sides deploy drones and robots to scout, map, and attack underground. Communication jamming and fiber optic cables fuel a constant cycle of measure and countermeasure. The subterranean battlefield is a relentless, evolving game of survival and ingenuity. Life underground is a test of endurance, physically and mentally. Soldiers endure darkness, isolation, and constant fear of collapse or attack. Sleep deprivation, claustrophobia, and tunnel sickness are common. The air is stale, disease spreads easily, and every tremor above is a reminder of danger. Despite advanced ventilation and medical care, the toll is cumulative and severe. The resilience of these troops is extraordinary, but the long-term effects are unknown. The hidden cost of tunnel warfare is paid in mental and physical health. Victory underground demands more than tactics, it demands human endurance. Ukraine's subterranean war is a glimpse into the future of conflict. In an age of constant surveillance, true concealment means going underground. Ukraine's model, integrating tunnels, tech, and decentralized production, offers a blueprint for modern resistance. Future wars will see more investment in tunnel detection and earth-penetrating weapons. Subterranean tactics will shape not just battlefields, but border security and hybrid warfare. The war in Ukraine has reinvented tunnel warfare for the 21st century. As technology strips away surface cover, the fight for the darkness below will only intensify.